All right, Sagittarius, here we go. January 2026. Let's cut the deck. Oh, Sagittarius. Sometimes separate from the cycle, sometimes part of the cycle. Always a raging pain in my ass. You know, honestly, don't get a lot of views on these Sagittarius videos compared to some of the other signs. And, it's fine. I get a very specific energy, and it usually comes from the depths of space and time. Your theme energy here is 8 Pentacles. It's a bit of a nose to the grindstone energy. And a reward. You're getting rewarded, I would say energetically, but it might be financially. It feels like an energy to me. Which, everything is energy. Money has a certain neutrality to it that I'm not picking up here. But hey, again, I could be wrong. Take it as you want. So I'm just going to say in general, work you put in is about to be rewarded in a big way. Okay? I mean big. If I keep going, I got 9 cups here. Emotional fulfillment. Contentment, nice. Enough money to get you a couple of pineapples. Whether you eat them or not. You don't even care. She don't even care. I'll chuck them. Whatever. Well, don't do that. I mean, they're very good for you. They have a very unique enzyme in them. And it actually helps with healing. Sometimes post-surgical healing. Pineapple. Very good for you. All right, here we go. Provided you're not allergic to it. If you're allergic to it, stay the fuck away from it, I guess. All right, here we go. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's see where we go. And that concludes Steve's Health Hour. All right, general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. So far, you're about to be rewarded for work you've put in. All right? Could be work on yourself. Don't be disappointed with that. That's always good, too. Right? Quality of life matters more than the car you're driving. Although convincing people of that is really, really difficult, I'll tell you. All right, general reading may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. All right. This reading is timeless. I'm not a fucking time lord. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. And to the smartass who said the car I'm driving would dictate my quality of life, your quality of life has nothing to do with the car you're driving at all. That would be superficial ego energy. And that's got nothing to do with anything. That's just fluffy air. It could go away, right? The car can get stolen. You could lose a job, and then it gets repoed. Doesn't mean anything. That's nothing to do with the quality of your life. You mean if that car gets stolen, you're going to let your life go down the toilet because of it? You're going to start drinking and go into a spiral. Oh, my God, my car got stolen. I'm nothing without my car. It's just a fucking thing. Who cares, right? You're nothing without your soul. That's what you're nothing without. Right there. 6 of Cups. Look at this. Something from your past is coming back, and it's coming back to reward you. It's the overall energy. It's coming back in a nice look. There we go. Makes you feel good. The King of Wands, right? And the Hermit. I think it's a soul reward more than anything else. Okay? I don't know. Some work you put in the past, and you're being rewarded for it. Now, it could be work you put in. It's Steve's Love Tarot. It's a soulmate reading. It could be work you put in on this King of Wands. Perhaps it's a runner soulmate, and you put in work with this person. You've been working them, trying to explain to them that it's not the car they drive. It's the soul they have, and it's paying off, whatever it is. In the process of putting in this work, whatever this work is, into a person, into a business, a job, a career, yourself, whatever, it's paying off in a big way here. Okay, so let's go. These are your feelings. I've got to do it this way because this is how the energy's flowing. I don't have a specific person here, and I don't want to pull on how the abundance feels about you. I don't, So these are your feelings. This is how others see you in the middle, and potential final outcome at the bottom of the pyramid. I'll clarify whatever I think needs clarifying. All right. I will say this feels bigger than just, and I don't mean to put a just to it, but this feels very big to me. This feels like it's coming from the 11th dimension, right? I mean, the planet Egok. I don't know. Whatever the fucking planet it is. But this feels bigger than just a soulmate, but hey, I don't know. Anyway, let's see where we go. Your feelings. Disappointment. Okay. That's fine. Let's go calm down. It's the first card. Take it easy. All right. My God. I've never known Sagittarius, people with Sagittarius in their chart, or people who identify with the Sagittarius angle of the soulmate cycle to be so jumpy. My dad was a Sagittarius. That man was not jumpy. I'll tell you, you couldn't could even scare him in a fun house. Anyway, Six of Wands, victory, yeah, okay, disappointment, and the Four of Cups. Wow. Down the middle is victory, disappointment, and the Four of Cups. Your feelings, you got a mixed bag going on here. You are a little jumpy, kind of a little bit. Something happens. There's something. It has to be something that happens because the way it feels to me is like you're extremely excited. You're thrilled. Victory after a long battle energy is down the middle, but you're kind of pretending you don't care and you're a little bit disappointed. You're playing it down. You see what I'm saying? It's a bit of that. You're playing it down. You don't want to look too excited. I could dig it. If this was some kind of like a career advancement or something like that, you don't want to, woohoo, yeah, jump around and go crazy, right? I mean, I don't know. It's a little bit of that. You're playing it down a little bit. All right, let's go. How do other people see you? All right. Seven of Pentacles. And the Five of Cups. Yeah, you're doing a good job. Other people think you're disappointed. Other people see you as sad and lonely. You've had a major victory, and other people are seeing you as sad. You're playing it down. Very interesting. I don't know why you're doing that. I don't know. What's here? Final outcome for you. Potential. Red with the victory after a long battle. I was going to say it's secret. It should be something hidden. It should be a moon. I was going to say it should be like a moon or something. Yeah, High Priestess. Yeah. You got a major victory after a long battle, and you're playing it down. Let's grab the Light Seer. Let's see where we go. Why is the Six of Wands here? What's this? I mean, I've got to pull on the victory. I don't need anything else on the table except the victory and this High Priestess. So don't get yourself too comfortable. It's not going to be a 40-minute reading. I don't need it. I mean, you're playing it down. I got you. There's going to be 1,000 reasons why you're playing it down. Let's find out what the victory is. Let's do it right now. What's the victory? What happened here? What do we got? It's crossed by the Queen of Swords. What's on top? The Hermit. And what else? The Chariot. Something you were denied passage through. Something you weren't ready for. Something you had to go to school for. Something you had to work towards. The Eight of Pentacles. Something you had to learn a new skill for. Something you had to be advanced for. I'm just ripping on the energy. Whatever this is, it moves forward. You finally did it. You finally passed. This is graduating. This is getting an advancement in a career. This is finding that true soulmate that you've been waiting for a long time. Maybe. It could be, because I got the Six of Cups here. It could be you meet a soulmate, somebody you've been waiting to show up. You finally found your soulmate, and you don't want to blow it, and you're playing it cool. You're playing it down. I'm going to warn you about something. I'm about to clarify this. I don't want you to end up like this. If it is the soulmate, okay, or something along those lines, don't be too cool. If you're not good at being cool, don't be cool. I said this in a recent reading somewhere. I think I did. It may have been just advice I gave somebody. I don't know. But if you're not cool, if you're not a cool person by nature, right, don't try to be cool. It'll come off as too much or too little, one or the other. So be careful about that. That being said, I think you're being smart here. I like this. But either way, January 2026 sees some movement where there wasn't movement before, but it's because of work you put in. I riffed on that energy. I took everything out of it I could for a general audience. All right? So it could be a job, it could be a soulmate, whatever it is. If it's the relationship, I mean, it's Steve's Love Tarot. Let's talk love for a moment. I can dig it. You don't want to see, you're very excited about this person. You don't want to seem too crazy. Right? You don't want to become the crazy chick or the crazy stalker dude. You don't want that. I can dig it. But just be careful not to take it too far, because this Four of Cups is here and they may think you're not interested. You follow? Okay? Or they may think you're disappointed. I mean, look, if you popped off 3 times in the sack, don't act like you're disappointed. Let them know. Yeah, it was really good. That was awesome. I like that. And tell them what they like. I mean, I'm just saying, be careful about being a little too Yeah, it's no big deal. Yeah, it was all right. It was all right. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that with this. You can lose it. This is something, whatever this victory is, job, person, whatever, you can lose it as fast as you got it. All right? What's going on here? So I can dig it. You want to be cool, but don't be too cool. Right? And don't release yourself too much from that. I don't want you to end up like that. Okay? In that respect, I need to pull on this. Because this person sees you as this Five of Cups. They think you're not interested. They think you regret saying yes. Okay? This is a yes card. This is a harvest energy. They think you regret growing this fruit. You regret going with them. You regret saying yes to the job. I think I've already stopped this future from happening because of what I just told you around this. But, you know. Why is the Five of Cups here? It's crossed by the Knight of Wands. Yeah, this person sees you as a flight risk. I don't know. This energy sees you as a flight risk. I think you're being too cool. You're acting disappointment and complacent around something really great. You're very excited about it. Don't go all Howard Dean on it, but don't be all gloom and doom either. Okay? Be careful about that. What's on top here? Yeah, what did I just say? Rewind. They think you're a flight risk. I don't know why I'm your second favorite. They think you're a flight risk. Why is that here? Three of Wands. Yeah. They think you're a flight risk. She's looking in another direction. She's moving another way. So you've gone too far with the playing it cool. All right? That's all I'm going to say. High Priestess. Why is it here? Final outcome. You get a secret win. Your final outcome is a secret win in January. I think you're very excited about it. I could feel it. I think it's very nice. And again, it might be future influence for you. I'm not a Time Lord. Let's get a lot of what's happening in January in these readings is playing out in the remainder of the bubble of Jupiter retrograde, which stretches into about the middle of March. All right? So keep that in mind, please. All right? Here we go with the High Priestess. It's crossed by the Three of Pentacles. You're afraid. Oh, this is very strange. It's a very strange read on this, but this is the environmental energy, the Three of Pentacles. It's about building and starting on a solid structure kind of a thing. You're afraid to jinx it. Can I phrase it that way? You're afraid to jinx this. You're afraid if you say something, it's going to jinx it. Okay. What's on top? The High Priestess. So you keep it quiet. Why is it here? Because you got a double quiet. And this is read with the Hermit. Why is that here? The Eight of Swords. Yeah, you're paranoid about this. You are. It feels too good to be true. With the, you've got something you've always wanted. It could be the soulmate you always wanted. It could be the job you always wanted. It approached this Knight of Cups is bookending. This High Priestess, you're keeping it very quiet. You're not. If it's a love, Steve's Love Tarot. Let's talk about love. If it's a love, you're keeping it from your family. You're not telling your kids. You're not telling anybody. You're secretly meeting somewhere. You're so fucking paranoid you're going to jinx this thing that I'm telling you right now you're going to jinx this thing. All right? So be a little less cool, okay? And don't act disappointed. All right? You know what I'm saying? Just come on now. Try to find a happy medium somewhere, okay? That's it. That's all I got for you. I don't need to pull the universe card. Well, all right, fuck it. I got a minute. What the hell? I'll do it. One card, the crossing card. What else you want to tell my people? I've said all I need to say. This is proof enough right there. High Priestess falling out with an Eight of Swords on top of a High Priestess. Fuck hell. I got it. You know. I understand. I'm just giving you some advice. That's all. I like to play cool about stuff too. But I know how to be cool. I don't push it too far. I never come across as a flight risk. You know what I mean? All right, here we go. Let's see where we're at. And even if you are cool, sometimes we get it wrong, right? Sometimes if you're cool, you get it wrong. You play a little too cool, and you miss out on things. But you're supposed to learn from that. I'd rather you skip that learning experience here. I think this is a nice victory. All right. So I'm just going to jump straight to the advice. All right. One card, the crossing card. What else you want to tell my people? Wasn't this crossed by a Knight of Wands? Yeah. Knight of Wands. There you go. Ten of Cups. Relax. Can I paraphrase? May I? Relax. Or, you know, as Chow Tu would say, my friend, relax. 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 Whatever you want to do. Chill. Just enjoy the ride. Okay? Just let this energy take you for a ride. Let this little horsey here take you for a fucking ride. It drives itself. You just worry about holding on to your sticks. Okay? All right, that's your reading. I hope it was helpful. Good luck.